Hey everyone, this is Akshisha and I'm here to present you my Python mini project which is built with OpenCV, that is a rock paper scissors game. So first of all, let me give you a brief about OpenCV. OpenCV is a cross-platform library with which we can develop real-time computer vision applications. So now let's look into how it actually works. Okay, so we have the application running. Now the key to start the game is S. So we'll press S and we'll show a sign. Now the AI has also generated the same, so there is a tie. Again the same image, again a tie. Okay, now in this case the player wins because the player has paper and the AI has generated a rock. Now let's look into the code to actually build the application. First of all, we have imported some libraries supported by Python, which is random, CV2, Cvzone, time, pivotkit, and sys. After this, we have in the first line a video capture. This will capture the video at the first index of the camera. Now there are two indexes, 0 and 1. 0 stands for the first index of the camera and 1 stands for the second index of the camera. After this, we are setting the dimension to 640 and 480. Here we are detecting the hands with the hand tracking model provided by the Cvzone, and we are allowing maximum one hand to be detected. After this, we are setting some default values to the variables: timer to be 0, state result to be false, start game to be false, and scores of both AI and player to be 0 and 0. Here, we are starting a while loop, and the compiler will go to the next section of the code only if the condition is true. First of all, we are setting the background image to be bg.png, which is provided in the resources section. Then the .read function will read the image and pass it to the image variable. And if it is successful in reading, it will pass true to success and false if not. Here we are scaling the image to a particular dimension. After this, we have the hand detector, which again, which will find the hands that we allowed it to be one, and it will scale it according to the dimension in the CV2. And in the
After
conditional
this,
statement,
we
we
have
are checking if the start game is true or false. If it is true, then it will go to the next section. Again, we have a conditional statement. Here we are also checking if the state result is false. If it is, then the timer will be set to time minus the initial time that we provided. And CV2, with the help of put text, will put a text or a heading on the background. Here again we are checking a condition wherein if the timer is greater than 3, then we are setting the state result to true and timer to 0. So the
here
timer
we are
starts
again
going. Checking the hands. If the hands are true, if the hands are available, we are setting the player move to be none. And if the hand should be, we are setting the hands array, the 0th index of the hands array to hand variable. Now, we are detecting fingers. So with the detector, we also have a fingers up function available. We are detecting the fingers with this function. Now the five zeros stands for a feast. The five ones stands for a open palm, and this particular 1 1 will stand for a victory sign. So we are checking if the fingers are in this particular state, and if it is, then we are setting the player move to be 1, 2, and 3 respectively. Now we are generating a random number between 1 and 3, and the random number will be passed in to CV2 to take the image from the background according to the numbers. Now we are checking
okay.
some conditions for the player and AI to win. If the player move is 1, which is a feast, and the random number generated is 3, which in our case is a victory sign, then the player wins. If the player move is 2, which was the open palm, and the random number generated is 1, then the player wins. If the player move is 3, which was a victory sign or the scissors, and the random number generated is 2, which was a paper, then the player wins. Again, the similar conditions are passed to AI for AI to win. If the player move is 3 and random number is 1, if the player move is 1 and random number is 2, if the player move is 2 and random number is 3, then all the respective cases the AI will win, and the scores of the player and scores of the AI will be increased by 1. Here again we are scaling the image, and
Okay.
after then
Here we
we
are
are
again checking
checking some
some.
conditions. If the state result is set to true, then we will overlay an PNG image, and in this image we are which was our background image, and in this image we will put some text, and the text to be particular will be the scores of the player and AI. If the player wins, the score of the player will be shown, and if the AI wins, the score of the AI will be shown. Now this will show the image of the background,
Here
and
we are
here setting some keystrokes to start the game. If the player hits S, then the start game variable will be set to true, and the initial time also will be set. After this, state result will be set to false. And if the player hits Q, then the system will exit the particular window. Thank you.